Well, open it, can't you?
Howdy.
What do you want?
Well, I got through my business here at the house. I was paying you a call. You got a gun, I see.
Good. Colt 45.
Hey, what are you doing?
Shoot things.
Oh. Hey, that there big picture. Now that's a naked woman, ain't it?
Your eyes don't lie to you.
One stark naked as a jaybird. Oh, no, she ain't. She got a couple of thingamabobs out on her.
Oh, well, you know, that ain't the thing, what I got here. Look at that top.
Well, I'll go blind. Give me ideas, that would.
That's a dinger, that is.
Yeah, this sure is a dinger. Well, that's a good-looking rope you got there. Well, it feels nice. You know Will Parker? Well, he can sure spin a rope. Oh, that's a strong hook you got there. You can hang yourself on that, Judd.
I could what?
Oh, well, hang yourself. It'd be as easy as falling off a log. The fact is, you could stand on a log, or sure, if you'd rather, right about here, see? And then put this around your neck. Get up there first, of course. And 5 minutes, with good luck or less, you'd be dead as a doornail.
What do you mean by that?
Then folks come to your funeral and sing sad songs.
Damn.
Well, they would. You never know how many people laugh until you're dead. You'd probably be out in the parlor. You'd be decked out in your best suit, your hair come down slick, and a high starched collar.
And, there'd be flowers, do you think?
Sure would, all around your coffin. Yeah, folks would come and stand around you, and the men would lay their heads down, and the women would sniffle softly. And some would probably faint. The ones that took a shine to you when you was alive.
What woman took a shine to me?
Oh, lots of women. Only they don't come right out and tell you unless you die first.
I guess that's so.
Yeah, they sure would sing loud though when the singing started. Sing like their hearts would break. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. All gather around his coffin now and cry. He had a heart of gold, and he wasn't very old. Oh, why did such a filler have to die? Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. He's looking oh so peaceful and serene. He's all laid out to rest, with his hands across his chest. His fingernails have never been so clean. Then the preacher'd get up and he'd say, "Folks, we are gathered here to moan and groan over our brother Judd Fry, who hung himself up by a rope in the smokehouse." Then there'd be weeping and wailing. Some women, then he'd say, "Judd was the most misunderstood man in the territory. All the people used to think he was a mean, ugly feller, and they called him a dirty skunk and an ornery pig stealer. But the folks that really knowed him knowed that to mean them 2 dirty shirts he always wore. Their feet are hard as big as all outdoors.
As big as all outdoors.
Judd Fry loved his fellow man.
He loved his fellow man.
He loved the birds of the forest and the beasts of the field. He loved all the mice and the vermin of the barn. And he treated the rats like equals, which was right. And he loved all the little children. He loved everybody and everything in the whole world. Only he never let on, so nobody ever knowed it. Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. His friends will weep and wail for miles around. The daisies in the dell will give out a different smell, because poor Judd is underneath the ground.
Poor Judd is dead, a candle lights his head.
me. Sure be an interesting funeral. Wouldn't like to miss it.
Wouldn't like to miss it. Maybe you will miss it. Maybe you'll go first.
Maybe. Let's see now. Where'd you work at before you come here? Up by Quippaw, wasn't it?
Yeah, before that over by Tulsa. That was what they was to me. Wolf will make nothing better than me. Treat me like dirt.
Well, what'd you do? Get even?
Who said anything about getting even?
No one I recollect. Just come into my head.
Well, if it did come to getting even with somebody, I'd know how to do it.
What is that?
No, there's a safer way to use your brain. You remember that fire on the bar by Sweetwater?
I sure do. Terrible accident about 5 years ago. Burnt up the father, the mother, and the daughter.
Weren't no accident. Fella told me a hired hand was stuck on the bar with a girl, and he caught her in the hayloft with another fella.
And it was him that burned the place?
Took him weeks to buy all the kerosene by at different times. The fella that told me made it sound like it was up by Missouri, but I know that it was the bar with the problem the whole time. What a liar he was.
Yeah. Kind of a murderer, too, wasn't he? Let's get a little air in here.
You ain't told me what business you had down here yet. Got no cattle to sell, no cow points neither. All the oak crops done spoke for me.
Sure relieved my mind considerable.
There's only one other thing on this farm you could want, and it better not be that.
That's just what it is.
Better not be. You stay away from her, you hear?
You know, somebody ought to tell Lori just what kind of a man you are. For that matter, somebody ought to tell you once about yourself.
You better get out of here, Curly.
You know, a fellow wouldn't feel very safe in here with you if he didn't know you. But I know you, Judd. See, in this country, there's two things you can do if you're a man. Live outdoors is one, and live in a hole's the other. As long as you live in a hole, you're scared. You gotta have protection. You can have muscles like iron and still be as weak as an empty bladder, unless you got things to barb your hide with. You get to be the way you are anyway, sitting in this filthy hole, thinking the way you're thinking. Why don't you do something healthy once in a while instead of staying shut up here crawling and festering? You ought to feel better now. Hard on the roof, though. I wish you'd let me show you something. There's a knothole over there. See it a winking? I just want to see if I can hit it. Fall right through the knothole without touching it, slick as a whistle, didn't I? I knowed I could do it. You saw it too, didn't you? Somebody's coming, I expect.
Who fired off that gun? Was that you, Curly? Well, don't stand there like a lummy ant so ain't spoke to.
Well, I shot once.
What you see tonight?
See the knothole over there?
I see lots of knotholes.
Well, it was one.
Well, ain't you a pair of purty nothings? Firing away at knotholes and scaring everybody half to death. Why, I ought to give you a nice Dutch rub and arm some of the craziness out of you. It's all right. Nobody's hurt. Just a couple of fools swamping it over.
Mind if I visit with you, gents? Now that we're away from the women for a while and all by ourselves, I've got a few parties, private knickknacks for to show you. Special for the men folks.
I'll see you gentlemen later. I gotta go get a Surrey hide for tonight.
Our bus guys. Hey!
Who do you think you're taking that Surrey?
And Ellen. And Lori, she'll go with me.
She won't.
Maybe she will.
She won't. She promised to go with me. She better not change her mind. She better not.
No. I want you to look at these straight from Paris.
I don't want none of them things.
Hey.
Got any frog stickers?
Do you mean one of those long knives? What would you want with a thing like that?
Kill a hog or a skunk. It's all the same, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I want one of them if you have one. Never heard of a thing called Little Wonder? It's a thing, hold up here, I see pictures only. That's not all there is to it, not quite. There's a little jigger on the side. You press it, and now it springs a sharp blade.
On a spring, eh?
You say to a fella, look here. And then, there, just above his chest, press it out and bang! Down you come.
That's a nice joke to play on a friend. I don't like to handle things like that are much too dangerous. What I'd really like to show you is my new stock of postcards.
Sick of them things. Gonna get me a real woman.
A woman? Why would you want a woman? Why, I'm having all sorts of trouble right now, all on account of a woman. And you say you want one? Why? They always cause trouble. Look at you. You're a fine young man who's free to come and go as you please. You've got a nice, cozy little place. It's private and nobody to bother you. Artistic pictures that don't talk back to you.
I'm tired of pictures of women.
All right, you throw those out and you buy new ones. I'm sorry.
I made up my mind.
All right, so you've made up your mind. Say, do you happen to know a girl named Annie?
I don't want her.
I don't want her either. But I got her.
I don't want nothing from no peddler. I want real things. What am I doing, like that fella said? Crawling and festering? Doing shit in this loud smokehouse. The door squeaks. The floor creaks. There's a field mouse a-nibbling on the broom. And I sit by myself like a cobweb on a shelf, by myself in a lonely room. But when there's a moon in my window and it slants down the beam across my bed, and the shadow of a tree starts a dancing on the wall, and dreams starts a dancing in my head, and all of the things that I wished for turn out like I want them to be, and I'm better than that smart aleck cowhand who thinks he's better than me, and the girl that I want in a frame in my arms, and her own soft arms keep